Look at all the smiles on this bus right now, and you all know why. It's because we finally broke our 9-game losing streak to finally get our first win of May. Can't believe it took this long to be able to get our first win of the month, but here we are. And thankfully it did come in the last game of that series, which means we did not get swept in a 6-game series. That's really great to see. The downside, though, is that we have yet to pick up our 4th win of the season on the mound, as the last game we were actually set up for that opportunity, but unfortunately our team could not close it out, and obviously we ended up losing that one. Good news is we didn't actually pick up the loss, but still, it sucks to not pick up a win in a game where we should have picked one up. Good news, though, is we have this day off, we have a chance to practice here on Monday, and then we're getting into this 6-game set against the Trash Pandas. Looks like we're going to be taking the Wednesday game, which is great. We obviously had the day off, and then a chance to DH on the 13th, which is going to be awesome because we've been getting a lot better at the plate. We had a lot of hits in the last series, and hopefully that can carry over to this one. Downside is I've been doing that challenge of the week against Paul Skeen, throwing 205, so my timing might be thrown off a little bit, so feel free to make fun of me in the comments. But the good news is we are facing a team that is quite a bit under 500, so hopefully we can overpower them here, and again, hopefully we can end up picking up a handful of wins and hopefully win this series. But of course we're going to be getting into practice, and as always we're going to be going to the bullpen, and you know what? I think we're going to be working on the break this time. I know I said I wanted to focus a lot on the control, but we already have some really good control on our circle change, so if we can up the break, maybe that 2-seam is going to help us out a little bit. But like I said, we are going to be DHing in this game. We're going to be in the 4-hole, so let's hope we can actually come away with a win in the first game of this series. We are at home. It should be pretty easy. But I have in the past said that it's been easy before, and it has not. So hopefully this can be a little bit different as we leave that fastball up and in. And we do have 2 outs right now, but we do have a guy on first, so let's hope that we can get a base hit and advance him. We can get something in the gap. Maybe he's going to be fast enough to score, but 54 speed, maybe not. So we leave another fastball up and in. Seems to be his favorite spot. He definitely wants to jam us, which makes me believe he's going to go into the zone, but down and out, I would feel. Or he's just going to bring one right down the middle, and we're a little early on it. That could have been a really nice hit right there, but unfortunately, we just miss it. Just miss it. We need to wait back on that. That's the 4-seamer. Come on. No, why are we swinging at the slider on that one? Yeah, that was dumb. Especially in a 2-1 count. We could have made him throw something really good to us instead. Now he has some pretty good options here. So let's just hope we don't strike out. Which we do because we swing at a fastball out of the zone. And we end up going down on strikes. Look, I'm not going to blame Paul Skeens for that, but it's kind of his fault. Let's be honest here. And now we're down 3. But thankfully, get out of here. Get out. Son of a bitch. Okay, never mind. That was a little weak. We didn't quite get all of it. And that's going to be a deep fly out to left. I mean, I guess he didn't get to the warning track, but just humor me here, okay? Guy on first, we're down 1. There we go. We got a nice little hit. Is it deep enough? It is, baby! That's going to be a 2-run home run to put us up 4-3. Wow, a week after we ended up having our first home run in AA, we end up hitting a second one, and this one is definitely going to matter. As again, we go up by 1 here pretty late in the game. And we needed something like that too. Look at that, right down the middle. And we just got a great piece on it, and that is almost dead center. Definitely a little left, but a 108 exit velocity with a 416 distance. And someone out on the beach is going to get a nice souvenir. But the next time we're in, it is a tie game in the 8th with no outs and guys on first and second. And I swung at a sinker way out of the zone. Not what we want to see. He's got a 95-mile-an-hour fastball as well, so very similar to the first guy. And let's just make sure that we don't swing at anything out of the zone like that. We did that in the last at-bat, but again, thankfully, this is a completely different at-bat. So let's make sure we make this count again. As we're just swinging at the off-speed. Really poorly, too. That was nowhere close to the zone. I mean, it was, but nowhere close to where we ended up swinging at it. That's a fastball way out of the zone on that one. So come on, you got to bring something somewhat good. Somewhat near the zone. There we go. No. We're going to ground and do a double play. The good news is at least we got a guy to third. So hopefully if our 5-hitter can actually poke something out there, then at least maybe he'll be able to score him. And thankfully that was the case, and we end up winning 6-4. Great to see that we ended up pulling it out in the end, and thankfully we start this series the way that we ended the last one, with a big win. Not just that, but we hit our second home run of the season. And it was one that definitely mattered here as we ended up winning by 2. But even though we had the home run, we definitely need to make sure that we don't hit into double plays like that, especially late in the game. Because even though we did end up scoring, you don't want to do that in the 8th with no outs. Come on, you know? But either way, it looks like we're going to be pitching this one. We're back in the 4-hole. And let's hope that we can go out there and actually, I don't want to say make amends for our last game, because we did throw pretty well, but of course we did end up giving up a 2-run home run pretty late in the game, and we definitely don't want to do that again. We want to make sure that we stay in this game, so let's do it on the mound and at the plate. And thankfully, we're going to be starting this one on the mound, obviously, because we are at home. So let's go. First pitch, make it a good one, and that is, as I said, is going to be backhanded by the second baseman, and that is going to be 1 pitch, 1 out. But we need to throw better than that. That was a little early. Let's make sure we don't do that again, as we do. That's great, but that is going to be a line out to right field, and thankfully this inning is going to be a pretty quick one if we continue to do that. But come on, we need good pitches. That was just a little late, but hey, still swings at it anyways as an 0-1 count. Feel really good about that. Let's go up and in with the fastball. We've yet to really kind of elevate anything, and there we go. So let's finish him off. I did not see what he put down, but I want to go circle change. Let's go down and out of the zone. But not down enough. Just a little bit lower would have been good, but then again, would he have actually swung at it? I have no idea. Let's go backdoor slurve. Finish him. Nope. Don't get enough break on that one, but that's okay. Again, 0-2 count. We definitely wanted something way out of the zone. Uh-oh. Don't want that either. Can you get him at second? No, we cannot. Yikes. We give up a double there. That's not what we want to see with 2 outs. But, again, at least we do have 2 outs. That's the main thing here. There we go. Good. Foul ball. First pitch strike. That's what we love to see. Now we can actually go with that slurve. Yes, he did? I don't know. I think he might have actually not gone on that, at least with the animation. But I'm not going to challenge that. Fastball up and in. It's all right. That was a good spot, though. That was a good spot. Split, pardon me, and that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. No strikeouts this inning, but at least we get out of it. It's a clean inning. Now let's go out there and let's see if we can actually score a run. And thankfully, we do have that opportunity with a guy in scoring position. But we do have 2 outs, and we swing through a changeup. That was just a little bit early. Just a little early. That's all right. We're not going to make that mistake again. See? We wait back on that one. That's going to be a single up the middle. And that is going to be a run. And yeah, good thing we didn't go to second. He cut that off. And that's going to be an RBI single. We help our cause just a little bit now. Got a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Let's see. Anything here is good for me. Honestly, even if this is just a ground out or something, at the very least... Never mind, it's going to be a line out. At the very least, we scored a run, and that's going to be important for us on the mound. So that means we need to be pretty perfect this inning. No more early pitches. We need to make sure that we throw good ones, but we need to make sure that we actually keep it in the zone as well. Whew, not quite it, though. Okay, we don't want to start 2-0. That's definitely what we don't want to do. And we definitely don't want to go to 3-0, because now we're going to have to go with something kind of down the middle, because we need to keep it in the zone. And that's just out. It's not how we want to start this inning. Definitely not how we want to start this inning. That's all right. No more base runners right here. At the very least, it's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be a double play. Or we're going to throw our 5th ball in a row. It's okay. Finally, something in the zone. There we go. Now we can actually go slider, too. Or slider. Let's go slurve. Pardon me. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle, and that's not going to be fielded. Well, that's okay. That happens. At the very least, we got one over the plate. I know that's not necessarily the greatest thing, but that's okay. You're not going to give us that at home? I don't know if I agree with that, sir. Come on, this guy's hitting 171. You don't have to be worried about him. See? Look at that. All you gotta do is just get something over the plate. Uh-oh. I think he was looking fastball on that one, so that feels good. Let's go fastball up and in. Why not? There it is. No way. Is that really gonna drop? Wow. Get him? Get him? No, that is an offline throw. Wow. I thought he got sawed off on that one, but no. He bloops one over into right field, or into left field, pardon me, and ends up scoring someone. That's not great, because we still have no outs. So we need to finish it right here. That's not how you finish it. Come on, we're only in the second inning, man. Don't fall apart now. Beautiful. Good swing and a miss. Go slurve. That looks good. And that's going to be a double play. I hope. It is. But now we need to pick up a strikeout. Alright, we've let the field do enough for us. We need to go out there and actually finish someone off ourselves. That's a good pitch to start. There we go. We're getting a little bit of that confidence back. We're going to go fastball up and in on this one. They're used to seeing it with 2 strikes. They don't usually see it with 1. And unfortunately, we do not get the call. But we do get a split. That's right up the middle. Wow. You know, for a team that's this far under 500, they're doing a damn good job of hitting us. So it looks like we definitely need to improve our pitching stats. We really do. So that's going to be the thing we have to focus on. I know I said I wanted to work on a little bit of the hitting stuff too, but it looks like we're doing fine without it, you know? There we go. Still a good pitch on 1-1. Nice. There we go. All right. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Finish him off. There it is. Boom. Thankfully, we got him looking on that one, too. We do give up 2 runs, but we can get that back for sure. Maybe not in that inning, but we'll get them back at some point. We just need to work hard at making sure that we keep this a 2-1 ball game. Any more than 2 runs in this game, I'm going to consider it a failure. Can we get 2 strikeouts in a row here? Can we? Yes, we can. That's generous, sir. Can I remind you who the home team is? Yeah. There it is. That was a perfect pitch. That was perfect. Not gonna lie. Okay, at least it's gonna be a 2-2 count still. But come on, we need to pick up the strikeout. It's gonna be with the fastball. Up and in. Jam him again. There we go. Strike out the first batter of the inning. That's great to see. So let's keep this up. This guy hit a double off us last time. Let's make sure he doesn't do that again. Good pitch on that one. First pitch strike as well. That's something that we're doing this inning that we didn't do in the last one. And obviously that is making a huge, huge difference. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I thought that was going to be a little further in. But thankfully it wasn't. We're going to go change up, down, and away. Finish him. Boom. That's 2 strikeouts in a row this inning. 3 in total because we struck out the last guy in the last inning. Now let's see if we can make this a good inning and just strike out all 3 of these batters. That was actually a great placement for the slurve. It just could not get up enough into the zone, unfortunately. But, hey, we're getting there. Thankfully, that circle change finds the zone. And we're going with the slurve on this one. Seems to be a good pitch with 1 strike, and thankfully it is. And now let's finish it with that fastball up and in. Jam him. There it is. 3 strikeouts that inning, 4 in a row. And let's see now if we can just be able to get another run. Maybe 4 for the 4 strikeouts in a row. But if we want 4, we're going to have to lead it off here. It'd be nice to actually get a home run. Or at least something through the infield, which we're not. That is going to be a ground out to the shortstop. And that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning. But we are only at 48 pitches, which is good. But we need to continue to be efficient, though. If not, then we're a little SOL. Because, again, we need to make sure that we get on the winning side of this one before we get out of the game. We do not want to get our 3rd loss. Going 3-3 this season would not be ideal. Definitely not be ideal. Thankfully, that is going to be a ground out. And we end our strikeout streak. But still, 4 in a row, not bad. Really great way to kind of rebound in this game after a really atrocious second inning. And that is going to be a gapper, isn't it? That finds a gap, and that is going to be a double. Potentially a triple. They're waving him around. And he does not hit the cutoff man. He did not hit the cutoff man. Which means we are in prime position to give up our third run of the game. But I'm going to work my damnedest to make sure that that doesn't happen. And if we're going to do that, we're going to have to strike him out right here. Good fastball. That was a little up in the zone, though. It's not where we wanted to keep it, but that's life. Good stop. Yep, we're not going to throw anything by him. I'm telling you right now. We are not. That's going to be a line out. They're going to send him. They're going to send him. They got him. How did he get around that tag? Can we see the replay? I want to see how he got around that. We can't? Okay. Well, I'm going to look at the replay myself then. Come on. All right, come on. Let's go forward. Yeah. Okay, let's see what ends up happening here. Okay, he gets it. Oh, the ball beats him by a lot. And, yep, really good slide. Really good slide. Okay. Not happy about it, but good play by him. He wasn't even that fast either. And he scored on a line out to right field. That wasn't even a pop out, like a deep pop fly. That was literally a line out to right field where the guy was running in. At least we strike out the last guy this inning, but damn, that's another run. And unfortunately, the offense is reverting to what it was like in that last series, because they have not scored another one. Yeah, you know who drove in the only run? Yeah, hi. We're the only one contributing in this game again. There we go. Great slur right there to be able to pick up the first strike on this batter. Come on, we need to... Oh my gosh, that is a really horrible changeup. Come on, let's go fastball. We need to make this a quick at bat. And that's a good way to do it. That's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Thankfully, that is online. And we're good to go right now. We got one out. And hopefully end the inning without allowing a run and 15 or fewer pitches. Hey, that's going to be my goal in general, so why not use that as our dynamic challenge? Like I said before, we need to make this an efficient inning. And if we're going to do that, that's definitely going to be under 15 pitches. Okay, that's 2 fastballs, which means we're going to be set up for the split down and away. He's going to swing at this one. Maybe if we would have made that actually a little more believable. Now we're going changeup down and away this time. That looks good, but he slapped it into left field. Yikes. It's alright, he's not getting 3. That's the important thing right there. But we need to make sure that he's stranded on second. I was going to say not a big deal, but instead coach takes us out, and now we're in line for the loss. But let's make sure at the plate that we don't pick up that loss. We need to make it a no decision. Oh, now you decide to score. Thanks, guys. But we have a chance to help the cause here. No outs. And that is going to be a foul ball down the line, and that is going to be out of play. Kind of. Almost. Good news is we do have a guy in scoring position. That would be the tying run. We represent the leading run. And again, no outs. Nope, we leave that down. It's a nice little fastball, but yeah, we're not going to take that a distance. I'm going to tell you that for a fact. Not at the shins. There we go. That's going to be hit through the infield. And we're going 2 on this one. Nice. We end up scoring, and we end up getting the extra base after the single. And we are back in scoring position ourselves with no outs. Where was this when we were on the mound? Who the hell knows? 4-4 now. 1-2 count. Don't strike out. At the very least, advance me. You look at strike 3 right down the middle. Torin, what are you doing, man? I love that they showed us that we failed the challenge in the last inning, by the way. A little late on that one, guys. No. That's alright. That's going to be a deep pop fly. Go. Yeah, we're going to get to third on this one. Yep. Stand up as well. Alright, so we're on third. Any base hit through the infield is going to score us. Liam, I trust you. Granted, it is an 0-2 count, so I don't feel good about this. Oh, no, come back. That was a close one. That would have went to the backstop. We would have had it. Maybe. We might have still gotten out. Come on, man. Just a little base hit. Just get some contact. There you go. Get in there. Oh, come on. You got to turn on the Jets, buddy. That's all right. We drive in the tying run, and at least it's 4-4, and we're not in line for the loss anymore. It may be a small victory, but it's still a victory. So let's go. We got to go lead off here as he throws a slider that was super slow. He's got a 97-mile-an-hour sinker and a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, so we need to be on our toes with that, but we do need to wait back a little bit. Oh, he's gone slider, slider. There's no way that he goes back to the slider on this, right? He's got to be going with some heat. No, he's not. Thankfully, we waited back a little bit, but unfortunately, it's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, but we didn't strike out. And would you look at that, guys? We got a dynamic challenge to hit a walk-off bomb. 2 outs in the 9th. This would send us home. My bad. Way late on that one. Come on now. Just a little late. Just a little late. Come on. You're getting too overzealous here, man. My hands are just like effing twitching here. Come on now. Something good. Okay, that's not a walk-off bomb, but that is going to be a double, and that is going to set up for us to be driven in. Yeah, just stay on second. Do not go to third, because you would have been definitely thrown out. But again, we put ourselves in a very good position to potentially win this game. But it's up to Torrin Montgomery, who looked at strike 3 right down the middle last time. On a 1-2 count as well. So come on, we're running on anything. But not on that. I had to kind of look and see where the angle was going, you know, but it looked like he was blocking it pretty well, which obviously he did. So come on, anything, just a base knock into the outfield. Okay, that is not. That is going to be a ground out to the shortstop. And we're going into extra innings. Well, in the end, we would end up losing. So it's unfortunate we didn't hit the walk-off bomb. But again, we put ourselves in a position to win. Good news is we didn't pick up the loss. However, it is unfortunate that we didn't pick up a win as a team. And honestly, we can't be having games like that. 4 1/3, 6 hits, a walk, 4 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, which is nice. But no, we have been a much better pitcher in the past. We can't stand for this. And we haven't won a game this month, unfortunately, for us, again, on the mound. The good news is we are doing all right at the plate, and we're going to be able to get in as the DH yet again. Let's hope that we can do a lot better than we did in the last one, as a team, that is. And thankfully, we're starting off with an opportunity with guys on first and second. Ooh, we swing a little early on that one, but that could have been crushed. That could have been crushed. An exit velocity of 107 on that one. I felt that on the controller. Holy cow. Shouldn't be swinging at that slider. I saw that rotation, but I thought that might still stay in the zone. Obviously, it didn't. But that's okay. 0-2. And we're at least going to get contact on that, and that's going to be out of play. They know I'm going to swing at the fastball up high every single time. That's the worst part. Something better. Nope, not this time, buddy. You're not going to give me 2 in a row. Fool me once. You know? Come on now. Right down the middle. That was not even close to down the middle. That was way in the dirt. And we ruined our first opportunity. Our second one, though, is going to come with 2 outs in the third. And thankfully, we wait back on that one. But unfortunately, it's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Good news is we would end up taking a 2-0 lead. And now in the 5th inning, we got a guy in second with 1 out. And we're going to line that one right to the second baseman. That is going to end up being an E4, I would imagine. But at the very least, that is going to produce an RBI. But it looks like they're giving us the single on that? You're really going to give me the base hit, huh? I mean, I know that was kind of a tough hop, but I don't know. I don't know. It's okay. 1 out, 1-2 count. Let's go 2. Screw it. You got this. You don't got this. We just ran into an out. At least we have a 3-0 lead. Good for him for having the arm to be able to throw me out. Oh, that's the pitch we love to see. The fastball a little up in the zone. But unfortunately, we just look at that one. Thankfully, we end up hitting that one, but that is probably going to be fielded by the right fielder. What a crazy catch, but still, he made it. And boy, that was a quick one. We ended up winning 4-1. We did only get 1 base hit, but at least we knocked in a run. I mean, maybe it wasn't the deciding run, but still, it's a run nonetheless. But now it's time for us to hop right back into the field. So let's go. These last 2 games of the video, we're going to be at third base, still in the 4-hole. Wow, it looks like our center fielder's a 66 overall. That's pretty insane. Let's hope we can get up there pretty quickly. You have to find ways to do that, but... All right, let's go out there. Let's have a damn game here. Ayo, we're in these unis that I actually love to see. I love these. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, this guy's got a really slow fastball. But we're still late on it. Yikes. I was expecting that to be a little slower. My bad. Let's go. First and third with 1 out. There we go. We're patient. We drive that into right field. That's going to be a little base hit. It's going to be an RBI. And now we got first and second with 1 out. Love it. Hell yeah. Pump that fist, buddy. Pump that fist like you live in Jersey. That's a very outdated reference now that I'm thinking about it. Either way, let's go. There we go. Go back. Hey, he ain't even tagging up. He might have been able to make it with his speed. I was a little offline. He might have been good, but it's okay. Stay at second. I understand. Don't run into the third out of the inning. Let's go. There we go. But unfortunately... Oh, that is going to get through. Go. Damn. Well, he's going to be safe at the plate, but we're going to unfortunately be out on the base paths because I know that's a bad decision. You don't have to tell me that. I don't know what I was thinking. I shouldn't have gone back to second. That's okay because it's a 2-0 lead and we got a chance to make a good play here in the field. And that is going to be a ground ball to us. And come on, take your time and make a damn good throw. Wow, he's pretty fast. And there we go. That's 1 out. They're giving us plenty of opportunities today. First and second, no outs in the 3rd inning. Let's see what we can do here. Shouldn't have swung at the slider. Granted, it was in the zone anyway, so we would have just, you know, had to deal with that. Come on, 0-1 count. Give me something in the middle. There we go, but that is unfortunately going to be pulled just a little bit foul. A little early on the 2-seamer. Now we got to watch out for something like a change. And, well, there's the cut, but it was down and out of the zone. Thankfully, we lay off that one. It allows us to potentially see a better pitch here on 1-2. Maybe off speed. But it's not. It's a 2-seamer in, and we just swing through it, expecting that to break back into the zone. Thankfully, we're still hanging on to that 3-0 lead, but now we got a chance for a double play ball, but that is going to be through. Come on, hit me. I got this. There we go. Wait, did we not tag him? I thought he went to go tag him. But apparently not, and we screw up another one. And unfortunately, that did lead to 3 runs for them. So 3-3 now in the 5th, and it's a brand new ball game. But thankfully, we're back in the batter's box. And we're looking at a slurve down and away. Is this really the same guy? How does he have so much energy? He's at 74 pitches. Holy cow. But he's still throwing cuts right down the middle. And we're swinging early at that, too. That's rough. Sorry, we can swing better. We just got to wait back. We do, but that is some weak-ass contact. And that is going to be a ground out to third base. And now we need to do our best to prevent a run from scoring here. Come on. Damn, another one through the infield. Hit me. I got it this time. I'm throwing home. Yeah, you bet your ass we're throwing home. I hit A and it didn't throw. Why? I mean, I guess I should have noticed when it was showing all the things, but I thought that it was just being delayed. And I didn't want to throw, or didn't want to cancel the throw. So, instead, we end up screwing ourselves, and now we're down. And this has just been a disaster of a game at this point now. It really has. I don't know what we did. We really screwed up. We really screwed up. Man, that really broke the game open for them. We can't be having that. And we're swinging through a fastball. Come on, man. Oh, man. You can tell my confidence is a little rattled now. And, yeah, that's where we're going to strike out at that one, too. Yikes. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to have to go into this next game and just be better. Or we can be better here in the 9th. Oh, just leave that hanging a little bit more. Gosh darn it. It's all right. Come on. We need to hit a time bomb right here. Nope, we leave that sinker out. Come on, we want something a little more over the middle. If you can leave something up here, that'd be incredible. Incredible. Not what we're looking for. We don't want your junk ball. Come on. We don't want that curve. We want that sinker down the middle. A little early on that. And now 2-2. You know he's going to go to the curve. And we knew he was going to that, and we still swung at it. And that's how we end the game. That is a disaster game all around for us. We just need to, I don't know, just go back to our hotel room and think about what we just did. I mean, 3 strikeouts in the same game. We haven't done that in a while, and unfortunately, we just saw it on that one. So we're back at third base, and we are going to be hitting fourth again. Let's just make sure we have a big makeup game here. At the very least, we need to make sure that we're going to be perfect in the field. So let's go. That's going to be a ground ball to us. Nice play right there. We get it on the hop, and we throw them out by quite a bit. Great way to start. Maybe that means we're going to do pretty well in the batter's box, too. The rest of the team hasn't, because they went 1-2-3 in the first. And that is going to be a fastball down the middle, but we just miss it. Just miss it, and that is going to be a pop out to center. Still nothing, though. In the fourth inning, with no outs, no one on, we swing at a fastball, and we were just late on that one. That could have been a nice little base knock into right field, but nope. Just a little late. No, we are not looking at... We're not swinging at that slider. Come on, that ball didn't even look like it was going to be close to the zone at all. So let's go. Give me something near the zone. That was near the zone. He did exactly what I asked. He made up on his last slider and hit it on that one. All right, what's he going to go with here? All right, thankfully we're not still as rattled as we were last game, but that is still going to be a ground out to second base. That's okay. We need to keep this hit streak alive. 6th inning, guy on second. That is not going to do it. That is going to be a ground out to third base, and wow, geez, get it over there quick, huh? And this has definitely been a pitcher's duel, man. 0-0 in the ninth. We need to get a nice little leadoff base hit. That is not going to be it. We did not look for a pitch that we thought we were going to be able to hit. And not only is that probably end our hit streak, but we do not help our team at all. Thankfully, it looks like we do end up winning. That's great, but unfortunately, we went 0 for 4. Not what you want to see, but thankfully a 2-1 win is what we need to kind of get our team back on track. 0 for 4 flat out in the second. Only went 6 for 22 in the series. Not great. But, hey, you know what? It could have been a lot worse. We got one more game in this series. We're obviously going to play that in the next video. But hopefully by then we can, I guess, kind of get over the yips. But we are going to find out next time. But for now, I definitely want to upgrade our pitches. So I think we're actually going to get our 2-seam... let's do 2 to the 2-seam. Let's do 1 to the circle change and 1 to the slurve. I think that's really good for the pitches. That's going to help them out quite a bit. And I think, yeah, we only have 4, which means we're not really going to be able to upgrade anything else. Maybe the fielding, but we're going to save the 4 for next time. And we do stay at 61 as a pitcher. But again, we're getting there. We're going to get a lot better. And thankfully the team's back at 500. And hopefully we're going to be able to actually finish out this series and end up winning it instead of splitting it and go back over 500. And then we got to end up facing Birmingham, thankfully this time at home. We got another start. Looks like it's going to be on Tuesday this time. So, again, we got the DH on Sunday. We're practicing on Monday. And then our start on Tuesday. So let's hope for the best. Obviously, we pretty much almost got swept against Birmingham. Thankfully, we won the first 2 games, but definitely did not end well. So hopefully our offense can actually pick it up, and hopefully we can do better on the mound. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go down and drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.